Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Investigamer, and today we're going to be preparing for the single greatest event of the entire year, the Electronic Entertainment Expo. Oh yeah. I should say the largest event of the year. Calling it the greatest event goes against both my own convictions and the convictions of most informed internet goers. Yeah, putting it bluntly, E3 kind of sucks a bag of dicks sometimes.
Let's count how many times Aisha gets girlwood.
Television, TV. Xbox is about to become the next water cooler.
Now, have you ever wanted to do more than one thing at a time when you're watching TV? Of course you have.
But apart from Microsoft trying to be hip and Nintendo trying to stay relevant, I guess, E3 is always chock full of new announcements and juicy new games. I would say that most gamers I know, even if they don't care to admit it, actually do give a shit what comes out of E3 each year. And this year, they should probably care a whole lot more. Not only are we looking at a new console generation that is quite frankly floundering like a beached Magikarp, but we are on the precipice of something big in gaming. This culture, as we know it, is changing even fucking faster than the technology behind it. Gamers are running out of patience. They don't trust console manufacturers, they don't trust game developers, they don't trust game publishers, and they sure as shit don't trust game journalists. And they have every reason not to. Over the past few years, they have been alienated as an entire audience by all of these parties. And so, we look to E3 for answers. We want to know there's still hope. We want to know there will be great games to play this year and great games to play the year after that. We want to know that this industry is in some way looking out for our best interests. So what can we expect? I thought you'd never ask. Yes, I did. There are two kinds of predictions that I will be making. Things that are likely to happen, and things that may happen. I will be using these interchangeably and without warning. You're welcome. I am absolutely certain that at this year's E3, Microsoft will open their conference with gameplay of the new Call of Duty game, which I don't know the name of because I don't play Call of Duty. Shortly after that, they'll probably bring out Halo, and they'll make a huge event out of that, because it's their flagship title, their mainline essential, the main course, the main dish. You get the point. In any case, it'll probably be about 20 or 30 minutes of campaign gameplay. I doubt they'll talk about the multiplayer, considering we just had a beta. They may talk about the narrative, considering last year's teaser was a bit of a head-scratcher. Even more interesting is Rare's unannounced game that we thought was going to get announced last year, and the year before that, but is almost assuredly going to get announced this year. A lot of people are saying it might be Banjo-Kazooie. Maybe. Some of us are saying it could be Conker. I don't know. Could be Conker. That'd be cool, right? I mean, Conker's Bad Freddy was pretty sweet. I mean, I don't know. And as for Sony's conference, let me just look at the information I've gathered. Huh. Oh, that's weird. According to this ambiguous piece of paper in front of me, Sony's actually managed to keep quiet this year. Someone actually managed to keep their fucking mouth shut. You know, every year, I wait for an E3 and I wait for this awesome shit to get announced, and without fail, Nintendo or Microsoft or Sony will spill the beans. Either something will get leaked, or they will just come out and say, hey, we're gonna announce this. Oh, here's a hint, we might announce this, we might announce that. This year, Sony has pretty much kept us in the dark. I guess they figure that, hey, we're ahead in sales, full speed hype train ahead, no need to drop hints here, we're the big dogs. That being said, it's pretty likely the Sony conference will throw a spotlight on indie games. The PlayStation 4 has been a widely popular console for indie developers, and there are plenty of announced indie titles that could use a good trailer. Well, Nintendo has a little more news on its plate, but it's not all good. You know that Zelda game that was announced for the Wii U that we've been waiting on for a fucking long-ass time? Well, no appearance. No appearance at all at E3 this year. No appearance whatsoever, apparently. They just flat out said it. couldn't even wait to break our hopes and dreams. Had to just tell us in advance. However, Nintendo has pointed out that this year they will be focusing on games for the Wii U. Yeah, it's all about the games. I would say Star Fox is definitely highest in the running for a new trailer, but I think Nintendo would be stupid to not at least mention Metroid this year. Samus must be feeling extremely lonely right now. I am appalled at you, Nintendo. How dare you? Overall, I'm just hopeful that Nintendo will up their ante this year. Last year they were virtually missing from E3, so I figure this year they should be twice as good. As for news from the smaller conferences, I think we can expect The Division will be delayed another year, EA will spend half its stage time on sports, and Fallout 4 will be announced. Wait, what? Fallout 4? Yes. Because Bethesda is getting its very own conference this year, and apparently Fallout 4 might be on the menu. But it's about fucking time. I mean, I make a pilgrimage every single year to QuakeCon in Dallas. Because of one reason, and one reason only above all else. Bethesda is one hell of a publisher. It is badass. They are awesome. And as much as I had hoped Bethesda would announce Fallout 4 at QuakeCon this year, all signs seem to point towards an E3 announcement. The new Doom reboot is also a shoo-in for Bethesda's conference because it was announced at QuakeCon 2014, and no one has shut up about it since. Dishonored, on the other hand, I doubt you will see a sequel at this year's E3. If anything, it'll probably just be a teaser. But enough of this amateur detective work. On to the real things that matter. What I want to see at E3 2015.